welcome to the Two and a Half Brothers FPL podcast, where we discuss strategy, views, and most importantly, the monthly money league that we'll be running. It's going to be free to enter with monthly prizes, a league cup, and then any random ideas we pick up along the way. My name is Steve. I'm a long-time victim of FPL, a couple of 10k finishes to my name, finished around 100k last year. I'll introduce you to Jake.
Cool. Thanks, Steve. I'm Jake. I've been playing FPL for a few years now. I think it was about top 250k last year, behind Steve, unfortunately. So out for revenge this year. But yeah, let's get into the podcast.
Just a little bit of housekeeping on the league that we're going to be running. The top few places for each month will receive cash prizes. As I mentioned, random awards along the way, and the cup. We're aiming for at least 50 entries, so please share with your pals. We'll decide on the monthly payout structure once that's settled. We reserve the right to make changes through the season. We're very happy to receive ideas from the participants. So please get in touch via Stephen or Jake at brothers-fpl.com. So happy for the new season. Excited for the new season, Jake?
Yeah, looking forward to it. So created the initial draft. Looking forward to the new chips that have been added. Playing more offensively this season, going for a lot more points. Yeah, how about yourself?
Yeah, I've swerved most content so far. I've been focusing on this, to be honest. I do have an initial draft, um, but we can get into that in the coming episodes. I'm excited for the monthly league. Those are generally really good fun. I think the changes that the game itself has made this year lends itself to a much shorter horizon and should make that monthly format really engaging through the season. Any lessons learned from last year's league?
Um, I think the biggest thing for me is just keeping an eye on the teams around you. Can very quickly creep up on you. If someone's using a triple captain or a bench boost when you're not expecting it. Keep an eye on sort of differential players around you that could really hurt you, and also any rogue captain choices people might go for to try and catch up to you. And yeah, get top
Yes,
of that league for that month.
yeah, it's definitely a balance, isn't it? Having a view on your opponents, but still playing your own game.
Yeah.
I definitely made a couple of less good transfers last year. Kind of nervous about what other people would do that just simply didn't work, and probably cost me in any given month. Otherwise, stick to my usual kind of decision making framework. Um, in terms of the game changes that you mentioned, just to quickly reference them, it's double chips, defensive action points, and 5 transfers ahead of the AFCON competition. Um,
Yeah.
for me, I think the extra decision points are really good. It will help break the template or conventional strategy. The Wolves example from last year, when it felt like 25% of the game had triple Wolves and a Kuna captain.
Myself included. Big
it,
big
it
haul that week.
it just
Yeah, definitely
it
helps rank.
to me just can't be enjoyable playing that way when such a big
No.
proportion of the game is following a given strategy. Um,
Yeah.
Probably worth mentioning that the assistant manager chip has been scrapped. If you haven't seen that, um, I think it's a bit of a shame, although
Yeah.
it was very punitive to to use that chip in terms of costing cash from your budget, a transfer to change the manager and to lock any other chips out. Um, yeah, shame it's
Yeah.
gone, but maybe we'll see it in future years.
Yeah, I think a revamp on the usage of it, hopefully maybe not locking you out of other chips could be interesting. But yes, see if they ever reintroduce that. I quite liked going for the bonus points, sort of a table bonus against different managers. I find that quite enjoyable, trying to pick the fixtures you think they could win or draw against a higher ranked team. But yeah, see what happens in the coming years.
In terms of new players, new signings, anything tickling
Um,
your
for,
fancy?
for me as a United fan, looking forward to seeing Kuna and Mbeumo in action together in the Premier League. I think owning both of them is probably too much at the start of the season. Cuna's probably a lock for me, and then see how it plays out if they form a nice sort of partnership up front, bouncing off each other like Mbeumo and Wissa used to do. So it's one to keep an eye on going forward, but just Cuna for me for now. How about you? Anyone you like so far?
I think Delap and Pedro for Chelsea would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I would lean Pedro, but still have a bit of PTSD from owning him last season. I think that could unlock some Palmer points as well.
Yeah.
In terms of players that I'll be avoiding, I've got a long list, but it's Isaac for the time being. I
Okay.
don't think he's travelled with Newcastle for some pre-season. He's just had surgery, and this Liverpool move just kind of puts me off in aggregate, at least at the start of the season.
Okay. You don't think that's more appealing if he does go to Liverpool? He was one of the first in my initial draft this season. But yeah, that could very well change.
Yeah, just a big chunk of budget. I think the fixtures are a little bit mixed, but maybe that doesn't matter too much for Liverpool. Anyone decidedly not in your draft?
Someone I've seen in quite a few teams online is Wan-Bissaka. For me, I don't see the appeal of him. West Ham only had 7 clean sheets last season. That's only higher than Spurs, Fulham, and the 3 relegation sides. He's got small attacking returns. Again, I just think there's better 4.5 mil players. Someone like Konza, and also Udogie as well for Spurs if he stays fit this season, and they have quite good fixtures to kick off. So yeah, no Wan-Bissaka for me starting off.
I think all of those players that you've referenced are quite well owned already, but
Yeah,
when you filter those player lists, they make their way to the top. So maybe it's an easy one to get that
yeah,
initial draft locked in.
yeah, yeah.
Cool. We'll cover all of that stuff in more detail in coming episodes. But anything else for the time being?
No, I think that's it for me so far. Yeah, next week we'll be looking at our first drafts and really just breaking those down, getting stuck into the players that we're choosing.
Awesome. So please sign up to the monthly league. It'd be great to get as many people as we can involved in that. In addition to liking and sharing the podcast. Cheers, guys. Cheers.
Cool, thanks for listening. See you in the next one.